also a different situation with McCarthy and Aaron
You
Rodgers.
just I'm just
That's
saying
completely
you
different.
got to that coach was doing whatever the hell he wanted to do, whether it was best for the team or not. He didn't care what the ownership thought. That's my point. Is I guess he just was
And look
doing
what
what he
happened.
wants
McCarthy's fired.
because they were losing. Guess what? You're losing now. He's going to get fired
But
anyway.
McCarthy was there that long because they won a Super Bowl. Nagy's only there for his second year, man.
I'm
The
trying to
defense.
tell you, I'm trying to tell him how to save his job. Pull him off the field, win games with Chase Daniels, save Mitch Trubisky. Even though you basically, if he does this, he's gonna. If he does this, he's going to be doing his GM a favor. Because right now, him and his GM are about to get fired if this shit goes down the tank because of what they have invested in the other side of the ball and the fact that it's been proven to be a championship defense if you just don't screw it up on the other side of the ball.
I mean, what's sad for Mitch really is that two coaches he's had, neither one of them really wanted him. If you think about it, John
No
Fox
one
certainly
wanted
didn't
Mitch.
want him when they drafted him,
That
and
was
Matt
a second
Nagy
overall pick.
probably only got the job because he said he could fix Mitch. So when you think about it, it wasn't a coach that came in with Mitch.
Well, then he
Well,
realized
yeah.
it was a cracked header underneath the engine block.
So it's no one to blame but the front office, really. I mean, you can look at Nagy and you can look at Mitch,
Oh
but
no,
the
I have a
decision was
buddy.
made, yeah, by the guys at the top.
I have a buddy who is a huge Bears fan, and he says the same thing. Yes, he hates Mitch, but the thing is, he hates Pace even more because there's decisions like, what was the point of trading up and getting David Montgomery if you're gonna sign Mike Davis and sign Patterson, and then you trade away Howard? What was the point of all that? You could have kept Howard. He had almost 1,000 yards being used wrong the last season, and then you still would have got a compensation pick of a fourth rounder the next year for him. Instead, you got a sixth rounder this year. And for Keirith White, who they cut off the 53-man roster, Pace first overall draft pick in his Bears tenure, Kevin friggin' White. Oh boy, that's a barn burner. Pace is a bad GM. I've said it since he's been signed.
And
He pulled off one trade with Khalil Mack. That's it. That's it.
but he overpaid for him.
Oh, agreed. I'm still saying Khalil Mack's a top talent. I'm not disagreeing with that. But yes, he overpaid for him. But
And then he requisitely spent all of his he got so excited when he got Khalil Mack. Dave, you remember they signed Goldman to a big contract. They signed Hicks to a big contract. They matched
Kyle
that
Long.
ridiculous. Matched that ridiculous contract offer sheet. The Packers for Fuller. That's four guys on defense with huge contracts. Dude, you can only pay
Leonard
so
Floyd
many
is
guys.
due to- You want to hear this? Leonard Floyd is due to. He's making $10 million this year. He's due to make $13 million next year. Leonard Floyd.
Yeah, I mean they're in a.
He
Look,
went
I'm
and
telling
overpaid
you though,
with it. The
but
weapons on
here's
offense too.
here's the
Gabriel.
deal with all that being
Robinson.
said though, Bears people listening, if you're listening, the Bears people, Bears fans. With that being said, I'm trying to tell you with all due sincerity, I still believe Mitch is a salvageable quarterback in the scenario I originally painted. Taking him off the field, keeping him engaged in the play to play thing, spending all of his time just working on footwork, it's the Aaron Rodgers treatment 2.0, man, except for it's a little wacky because he started. Stop doing that on camera, Dylan. Like,
That's
I'm
what Pace
telling
is doing
you,
to Mitch. That's what Dillon just did. He imitated that.
and guess what? I don't know if it's going to work, but right now we know it's not going to work. And in the meantime, we've already seen Chase Daniels can operate this offense with very good efficiency. He's going to have to defense. All he's got to do is hang on to the ball for 32 minutes a game, man. That's it. And his defense can do the rest of them. Pretty much.
I'm gonna call it right now, just like I called it a couple of years ago. I've said Jameis is a bust. Now that Tannehill is 2-0 in Tennessee, Mariota's a bust. Also, too, Mitch is a bust. I need a button with a horn. I need the Staples button.
This is why you're the Oracle.
No, I'm sorry. If you were a second overall draft pick and 4 picks were used to move up one spot to grab you, You need to produce now. You're not a long-term.
No.
Yes.
I mean, yes, that's true, but it's not his fault. Like, he didn't choose himself there.
Oh, really? He didn't choose to throw all those throwaways and overthrows by 10 yards?
No, he didn't. He didn't choose to trade up.
Dylan, I read a tweet by Bears wide receivers today. They are upset because the Bears regime is keeping him. If you have an upset wide receiver room, why in the hell are you keeping the same guy there?
Oh, no. Listen, you're right that he's bad. But this whole thing is not his fault. He didn't draft himself, is what I'm saying.
God, Jesus. Well, I don't know. His IQ,
I'm telling you, Dylan, I think they put way too much pressure on this kid. He's feeling it, and they need to pull him. They need to pull it back, pull the reins back, but coddle him kind of mentally and let him know this isn't like, hey, we're doing this because we're going to get rid of you. We're doing this because we believe this is the best thing for you long term for this franchise and for the franchise long term. Period. And I don't think he is mentally broken enough or so mechanically scarred yet, because he's still only this is his third year, and he's still he missed 4 games or something. So I mean, he really hasn't played that many games this year. Look, I rag on it. I'm hard on quarterbacks. I'm hard on our quarterback. I'm hard on them all. But I have seen, given the right attention, people forget, man, and I never want anybody to forget. Aaron Rodgers goes to 1 overall that year. He's in and out of the league within 4 years. Go watch his college. He was a Tedford product guy, dude. He held that ball with 2 hands right next to his ear. He had that goofy Tedford delivery. He was just his footwork was wackadoodle. They spent 3 years strengthening his arm, really working on that. All that footwork he does. Go watch Brett Favre's feet. It ain't his feet in college, pal. He didn't like. Aaron Rodgers got the benefit of not going in there and getting smashed and being confused and having to learn new systems year after year and all this. And he had a chip. He had the right athletic talent. He had the right drive. He had all the correct intangibles to do it. And that's why you see the freaking GOAT, machine, cyborg, Terminator, Neo, Aaron Rodgers, bad man we all love today. But it took 3 years of grinding, working, just nonstop on his mechanics and everything else to get there. And so it can be done. Not everybody can do it. Like, I'm not saying he's got all those things. I know, Dave, but we've seen, like, we already know what we're getting right now, and it's not getting better, it's getting worse. So what the hell is, like, in life, why keep banging your head against the wall when maybe there's a chance there might be a crack over there that if you punch it, the wall comes down? Like, just go try to punch the crack, man. Like, what's going to happen? The worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to hurt your hand. You're already beating the hell out of your hand.
Number 2 overall draft salary is a backup quarterback. What is that, like $8-9 million? Yeah, no thanks.
I do think, personally, I think you're past the point of no return with Mitch. No. I think if you send him to the Pine now, you're never going to see production from him again as a Bear.
You're never going to see production from him in the first place.
I don't think you're going to see production from him, and they'll convince themselves to get rid of him after the tape's so terrible. Is what'll happen. And then the GM's going to get fired because they're going into this next draft with Bupkis's draft capital in picks. And 2020, even the Hallis Hall Brawl guys talk about the cap train hits in 2020 for this team. Like, the bills start needing to be paid. This whole thing of Mitch was you had to go win the Super Bowl in 2020 because after that season, they're going to have to make major decisions. And this whole team, it's going to be the damn Ravens after they won the Super Bowl. Like, that team got completely demolished and that's what the Bears have to look forward to. So, like, no, like, you either got to do something now so that you can either salvage this season or for sure come back next season and just hit the walls running with the guy that they expect to hit the walls running. Or if he fails this season, They're all gone. Nagy, Pace, because Nagy the way Nagy has looked on the podium over the last few weeks, he's starting to look like a loony bin, man. And it's because there's he is sounding like a coach that's literally arguing with himself on the podium. Because he's mad because he knows he's made the dumbest decisions that go against every coaching instinct in his body. Like, it's not looking good. So to me, it's why not do something different, man?
With 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of that Bears game before Pinheiro missed it, they even asked him, why didn't you run more plays? Well, I wanted to make sure my offense kept the ball where it was. You know what that's saying? I don't trust my QB. I don't want him handing the ball off. I don't want him passing it because there's a chance for a turnover.
Dave, what position? How many positions does a quarterback play?
One, and Mitch fucked that game up.
So you're telling me that if the quarterback just plays one position, there's 10 other positions on offense. Am I doing the numbers correctly, sir? Right? There's 11 on each side.
But it's still Mitch's fault when they lost that game. You want to know why?
So you're telling me that he can't run the ball. He said no. You know what else he said? He said, well, if you run the ball there and they know you're running the ball, you get 3 or 4 yard loss or you just get stuffed. He literally threw his entire offense under the bus. He didn't just say he didn't trust the quarterback. He said, my line shit, my receivers can't catch, no.
Allen Robinson has made circus catches this year trying to catch shit throws from Mitch. Are you kidding me?
So you do not have to throw the ball there. Like he wanted it. You were on the wrong hash. You run the ball. Just even if it's the other hash to get to the other hash.
16-10, 4 drives before the game's
over. Without him realizing it, he literally threw his entire offensive line, his running backs, his receivers, and not so much the receivers because they're paired with the quarterback, but he literally threw 9 other players on that freaking offense under the bus. He literally sat there on the podium and said, I don't trust my running backs or my line to be able to do any of their jobs. We suck. We're terrible. We can't do anything. If we do anything there, we're going to fumble or we're going to lose yardage or something else bad's going to happen. Nothing good can happen if we snap the ball and try something. My offense sucks. That's what he said.
The offense? QB.
Yeah, Nagy is the Adam Gase of the NFC.
Yeah, he sounded like a freaking idiot, man.
Well, I'm sorry. That's why they lost the Chargers game. You go ahead and look at it. The last 4 drives, or the last 3 drives before that field goal drive right there. Interception by Mitch. Fumble loss by Mitch. Went 3 and out by Mitch because he overthrew the last 2 passes. Oh, boom. He does a little well on the field goal drive and then knees it on the wrong side of the hash mark, which they told him to do it in center or the right. He lost the game. Mitch literally handed the Chargers the game. He needs to go bust. Well, hey guys, do we have any power rankings?
Oh, please tell me you do.
Oh, I got my power rankings. We sent them to each other. Didn't you get yours, Dylan?
You lazy SOB. I didn't know that look on your face.
Nobody sent me a damn thing.
What are you talking about? You're supposed to make yours.
I'll give you my power rankings. I don't need some fancy list.
I want to hear it.
We did all
Patriots,
32.
San Fran, and
no, wait. That's not how we're doing this.
I'm talking about 32. 1 from 32 all the way down.
No, 32-1, Dave. You got to start at the bottom.
Jesus, there's only 24 hours in a day.
Well, it's not that hard. All right, you want to start this, Dave, or should we take a little break first?
You can take a break. If you want to go ahead and do the commercial on your own about res addiction, you can.
Well, if you haven't had enough of my screaming tonight and you want to go scream some more on your own, you want to visit NFL Addictions on Facebook.com. It's not a trash talk site, so keep it clean and keep it cordial. That's NFL Addictions on Facebook.com. And if you're still got an itch to scratch after that, visit Raz Addictions on Facebook.com and play their version of the raffle to win all kinds of cool prizes. They even have raffles for cash. You buy a $10 ticket and try to win yourself $100 That's a chance at winning 10 times your money. It don't get any better than that. They also